What if I told you that you're only using 10% of your brain, and that somewhere, locked away in your mind, is the key to limitless intelligence, superhuman memory, and genius-level creativity? Sounds like something out of a sci-fi movie, right? Well, it is. But here's the real question. What would actually happen if you could unlock 100% of your brain? For years, people have believed this idea that we only use a tiny fraction of our brain's full potential. Movies like Limitless and Lucy made us wonder, what if we could just activate the rest? But what if I told you that this is actually a myth? Where did the 10% myth come from? The idea that we only use 10% of our brains has been repeated for decades, but the truth is science has never supported this claim. So where did it come from? Some say it originated in the early 1900s when psychologist William James suggested that people rarely reach their full mental potential. Others believe it was a misinterpretation of neurological studies from the 19th century. Either way, the myth took on a life of its own. The reality. Your brain is always working. Here's what neuroscience actually tells us. Brain scans show activity throughout the entire brain, even when we're asleep. Different regions handle different tasks, from memory and emotions to problem-solving and motor functions. Your brain is a powerhouse, constantly processing information at an incredible speed. The 10% myth makes it seem like we have untapped superpowers, but the reality is just as fascinating. Every thought, action, and sensation requires coordination between billions of neurons firing in complex patterns. So, if we use 100%, why aren't we all geniuses? If our whole brain is active, why can't we all have photographic memory, insane creativity, or telepathic abilities? That's where things get interesting. The brain is like a muscle. It needs training. Intelligence, memory, and creativity are not just about using more of your brain, but about how efficiently different parts communicate. What really boosts brain power? If unlocking more of your brain won't turn you into a super genius, what will? Scientists have found that factors like sleep, nutrition, exercise, and mental challenges can significantly enhance brain function. Neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to rewire itself, is the key. The more you challenge your brain with new experiences, learning, and problem-solving, the more connections it forms, improving memory, creativity, and intelligence. What would really happen if you unlocked 100%? Okay, let's imagine for a second. You wake up tomorrow and suddenly, boom, your brain is operating at 100% capacity. What would that even look like? Would you instantly become a genius, a psychic, or would your brain overheat and explode like a computer running way too many tabs? Why, 100% brain power could be a disaster. Here's the thing, your brain is already working at full power. It's just that different parts activate at different times depending on what you're doing. If everything was firing at once, you wouldn't become a superhuman boy. You'd probably have a seizure. How to actually improve brain power? So, unlocking 100% of your brain isn't the real goal. But what if I told you that you could train your brain to think faster, remember more, and even become more creative? The secret isn't in unlocking more of your brain. It's in using it better. The real science of unlocking brain potential. All right, so we've debunked the whole 10% of your brain thing, but that doesn't mean you're stuck at your current level of thinking forever. There are real, proven ways to train your brain, techniques the top scientists, memory champions, and even elite thinkers like Einstein used. Why most people never reach their full potential? The reason most of us don't reach our full brain potential isn't because we're missing some unlocked part of our brain. It's because we're not using the right techniques. Think about it. How much time do you spend training your brain? Not just learning random stuff, but actively improving memory, problem-solving, and creativity? How to unlock more of your brain's true power. Challenge your brain daily. Learn a new skill, play strategy games, or practice memory exercises. Use the memory palace technique. This is how memory champions can remember hundreds of numbers in seconds. Train your focus like a muscle. Meditation, deep work, and even playing chess can increase neural connections.